Hey everyone, internship season is ramping up, and I've got something that might give you an edge. Today we are making an AI powered resume analyzer in just 15 minutes using Google's Gemini Flash 1.5 API and Vercel's V0 for rapid front-end development. So the idea is that user can enter a particular job description and upload the resume PDF. And we'll use Google's Gemini Flash 1.5 API to give a score out of 10 to that resume against that particular job description and some more information like missing points and possible additions to that resume. So let's just get right into the hacking now. All right, let's kick things off with our Node.js backend first. I'll just start making the project structure for that and initialize node in it. We'll need some dependencies, of course, since we're going to use Express, Multer, it's a middleware, and of course Google Generative AI for Gemini Flash 1.5 API. And I'll open this project in Cursor now. We'll keep it simple for the video and we'll just have a simple index.js file for that. Now we need to start an Express app for that. Const multer, require multer, const Google Generative AI, require Google Generative AI. We need FS for file handling. We need PDF parser for that. PDF require PDF parser, and we can worry about the CURS later, right? So I'll just go ahead and initialize the Express app. So to handle file uploads, we'll use Multer as a middleware, and I'll just get started with that, right? And we'll need limits. So let's keep the file size limit to 10 MB. Hope so your resume isn't bigger than 10 MB, right? So I'll initialize the Gen AI as new Google Generative AI. And of course we'll need the API key for that. Now app.use express.json, URL encoded, extended true. API endpoint of this application would be post method, where name it analyze, right? So for simplicity. And what we can do is upload dot single, and we can name it resume because we're gonna name the file resume, and this will be an async function. So what we can do is try statement, Windows const job description, and if there is no job description, request file job description and resume is required, we need that, right? So and what we can do is const resume buffer, because we're gonna pass the file first. This is gonna be read file.sync await. Okay, this needs to be, we need to wait for that. fs.promises fs dot something called as read file for that, and rec.file.path, and we're gonna parse the PDF now. PDF data, await PDF resume buffer. Yeah, that looks good. And what we can do is, yeah, we need this resume text as PDF data.text. Yep. And so the model we're going to use is Gemini 1.5 Flash. So I'll just go to the Layer Studio. I've already got the prompt ready, so I can just copy paste that code and be short and concise. Model Gemini 1.5 Flash API. So I'll just copy this code, and what we can do is we can also copy the configuration of this model to make it easy for us. So now the prompt will be const prompt. So the prompt is the main thing, right? So I'll use backticks for that. I will give you a resume and a job description. Compare the resume against the job description. So compare the resume against job description and provide the following in the format, right? So what we can do is, okay, I can ask it, so resume is going to be resume text, job description is going to be job description. We don't need this right now. Return only the following, each on a new line, so that will make our life easier when we shift to the front end part. So let's say a single number score out of 10. That works, right? Good points about the resume that match the job is good points in a single line. We've already asked it to be concise. Missing points in a single line and additional. What we can do is write possible additions, right? So we can do possible additional points in a single line. So that should work, right? What we can do is make sure be concise and to the point. So I can close this now. And what we can do is now const result is going to be a wait dot model. So we're going to wait for the model's response, right? We're not going to stream the response. Model dot generate content. So prompt generate config and const response result or response content. So no, so we need it to be, we need to await for that, right? Await result or response dot. We need the response in text format and we can close the bracket, catch error, realizing resume. Yep, that works. So, and what we can do is we can run this on port 3001. That looks good. Now, what we can do is just start the app and let's see if anything's missing or not. Okay, so I need to div we need the PDF parser for that. And by the time that is happening, I'll just grab my API key. Okay, that is not good. Of course, I'm going to change it after that. So we can use Postman to check, to just be sure if the Gemini API is giving us a response or not. We'll need a sample job description for that, so I'll just grab that from NVIDIA's internship. Opening. Ooh. So this was just their like job description for internship. I'll just grab that. And by the time, okay, so this post request, we need to go to the body, zoom in job description. Okay, I've already tested it, so let's see if this is working or not. Okay, this is some issue, right? Function defined. Okay, so the error we are getting is I think I got it right. So I think the way it is defined, and we need to acquire the .in. Let's just try it again. So fire up the server again. Let's just make a post request again to the server. Okay, so that works. Our API endpoint is working like a charm. We are getting a score out of 10, as you can see. We're getting good points. We are getting the missing points in a single line, and then possible additions in a single line. So we are working on the front end now. Let's set up our front end with Next.js and vercel v0, which is going to save us a lot of time. I've already got component ready for that. I just asked v0 to make an app where user can enter a job description and upload the resume PDF, and we just return a score using use states and all that React stuff. So for using this component, I just need to copy this and install the v0 init command. So I don't worry about these things right now. I just want to make an app fast. So this will just install all the dependencies, which is going to take a lot of time. Okay, and just directly jump into the app, start the server, and then open another terminal tab and open the app in cursor ID. So the app is already running. 2000 init to install that component and actually use it. Now I can just add my component, and I'll start editing the index file by the time that is happening. Component. I just want to see the name of the component. Okay. Component from component. So and let's just see. Yeah, so we have already a functional component ready, which is text and accepts PDF. Okay, but this is not functioning right now, so we need to make a bunch of changes. We need use state. We need, so we're going to need use state and use ref, right? From React. Okay, so a lot of changes need to be made. Export default function component. So we can do resume. So we're gonna accept the job description, right? So job description, use state, once resume use state file. Okay, so set resume, use stick file one. So and we're gonna use analysis. Set analysis is going to be a string. Why not implement a loading state as well, just for fun? Is loading string, and then all the points that we get from the Gemini API, which is going to use them as state variables right here. So we're going to get score. Let's go use number. It's going to be a number, right? Use state number. Gonna get some good points. It's going to be string. And possible additions also. So, and this looks good. So this is going to be anything function, and if job description resume are not enter, we can enter alert the user, set loading, and set loading true. Now we can make a fetch request there, const response fetch, which will be running on localhost 3001. Analyze, and the method, this is going to be post, and body is going to be a form data. Response JSON if throw is equal to error, const data evolved response equal to JSON. And we also need to, since we are getting the response from the backend, we need to format that as well. We need to parse that string, right? So, and this is line, we get the line, right? So lines, and we need to split that. So we need to do set score. We need to add an on-click event handler to the button, and that should work. And we also need a loading state for the button, and after that we can have something like score. We can have something like is not equal to null. We can return a div, and we don't need this, right? We don't need to join it. I don't think so. We need to join it, and so I guess our server, a backend server is already running. Let's just try and double check it. Okay, that is working, and let's this should work. Oh, okay. So to use the backend here, I need to enable course. So I'll just course require course, and yep, app.use course, and I'll just restart the server again. Okay, I need to install course now. Now start the server. Server is running. Let us see if it's running or not. Yep, it's running, and hopefully our front end is also up and running. Let's reopen it. And for testing purposes, we'll just copy the job description that we had here. Okay, and I'll just grab the resume, which is my resume, And it's gonna be a moment of truth for us. Oh, there it is. We have got the actual response which we were getting here, and it made a request. Let us do it again to make sure it's working. Yep, it make a the API endpoint is running, and there it is, our AI powered resume analyzer in give or take less than 15 minutes.